television, Eugene.
Glad to meet you.
Certainly is a rousing way to start off an interview.
Let's start.
I have many questions for this evening, and if possible, maybe we can keep them fairly brief on the answers, but please tell me how you feel about things in the fullest if you can. I wanted to start out with a series of questions about these interview sessions that you've been doing the past few weeks. Journalists, I'm sure, have gotten to learn a lot about you from these sessions, and I'm wondering what you've learned about some of the journalists.
Nothing.
Nothing at all? This is probably the highest degree of visibility that you've had in this country since you came here several years ago. Where do you go from here? You've called yourself the world's greatest showman. Are you planning to perhaps take your show on the road?
No, the roads will come to the Rome. All roads will be coming to Rajneeshpuram. I'm not going on any roads.
Do you plan to continue speaking?
Yeah?
There have been rumors you might go back into a silent period.
I create rumors also.
Does this herald an expansion phase for Rajneeshis? You're going so public. Is it possible in the next few years we might see communes going to Portland or Rajneeshis recruiting a new membership, led with you in this more vocal phase?
They are increasing and they are expanding all over the world.
Specifically, what sort of efforts are going on?
But the same that is happening here is happening around the world in all of my communes. People are trying to live in a new way. The past of humanity has failed, utterly failed. It has not been able to create a better man, a better society. Civilization has only remained a word. It has not been yet actualized. In my commune, you can see the beginnings of a new man. The commune is not a family. It is just the opposite. Dissolution of the family. Families are small units which have kept people confined, their love confined, their respect confined. A commune is coming into the open, out of your small circle of hypnotic conditioning. In the commune, you are not a Hindu, nor a Christian, nor a Mohammedan. In the commune, you are not a communist, nor a fascist. The commune does not live according to any ideology, political or religious or social. Each individual lives according to his freedom, according to his responsibility, according to his meditative consciousness. And the more a person meditates, goes deeper into himself, he starts living on the outside with new values which he had never known before. Love, compassion, friendliness, joy, celebration, and for no reason at all. People celebrate when there is some reason to celebrate. We simply celebrate because celebration in itself is a reason. There is no need for any other reason. It is enough unto itself. Our people are free in every possible way. So we are dropping the old patterns of jealousy, competitiveness, politics. There is no politics, there is no competitiveness, there is no jealousy. If one lover moves to another lover, there is no antagonism. It is simply understood that it is human. Many inhuman things have been imposed on men. For example, marriage is inhuman. It is forcing two people to live together for a future about which they know nothing. Here, this moment is enough. And if the next moment also you find yourself loving each other, good. And if you find that it is difficult, it has become nagging, it has become poisoned, that you are no more interested in each other, then to go on living is ugly. It is wasting energy, life of two persons. Both can move, and both can move before things become bad. Things go sour. When they are sweet, friendly, they can move with gratefulness for all those beautiful moments that they lived together.
Do you believe in absolutes in the universe, or do you believe what Aristotle says, that beauty is in the eye of the beholder based on the mores of the time? I guess what I'm asking is, do you feel you have a moral code? Is there a wrong? Is there a right?
No, I don't have any moral codes. All moral codes are inventions of different societies, in different geographies, in different situations. But there is no moral code which is universal. So I don't teach any moral code, because what is moral today may become immoral tomorrow. What is immoral today may become moral tomorrow. So I don't teach a code that fixes people with the past. I give them insight to see, to be clear, to be aware, to be conscious, so that they can find what is good, what is bad, in each situation without any code. My people are not living according to any code, any doctrine, any creed. They are living according to their consciousness. And the whole effort is how to raise your consciousness higher and higher. So to me there is only one morality, and that is being a conscious being. And then act out of it. You cannot act wrongly.
The perception outside of Rajneeshpuram is that what you're teaching amounts to anarchy, maybe a pleasant sort of anarchy. Would you agree with that definition?
That's absolutely wrong.
Why?
Anarchy is a reaction against what the governments have done to man. It is not a revolution. It is simply a reaction. And by reactions you cannot live. For example, the founder of anarchy, Prince Kropotkin, simply wants all the governments to be dissolved immediately. That is stupid. Because the man is not capable to cope even with all the courts, all the police, all the army and the whole hierarchy of government. Man is criminal, man is murderer, man is rapist. So this is stupid an idea to dissolve all the governments. My idea is not for anarchy. That is not my goal. But to create better individuals. Finally, perhaps one day we will have so conscious individuals on the earth that there is no need of any government. But I am not preaching anarchy.
In that case, for your followers who are dealing under current forms of government, how do you counsel them to deal with the laws of the land? For example, do you urge them to perform civil disobedience where they see it necessary?
No. B. Fight the government agencies, and we follow their own rules because we are playing their game. And we can play the game better than they are playing. And in 4 years' time, we have proved to them that how stupid they are. Laws are made by them, rules are made by them, but we can find loopholes in their laws and loopholes in their rules, and we are going to be here and going to fight to the ultimate end. So we are not against their laws, but their laws are made by mediocre politicians, and we have far more intelligent people to fight. We have the biggest law firm in the whole world, 400 legal experts continuously getting ready to more and more fight on more and more grounds. And your governments, state government, the federal government, they are all doing many things illegally, against the Constitution. It is their Constitution, it is their law, but they are doing against it, going against it. We will be in favor of the Constitution and we will go against them. We will be in favor of the laws and prove them that they are illegal. So our way of fighting is not disobey. Our way is to prove that we are obeying the laws and you are disobeying your laws. And laws are yours, made by you, and you have committed so many stupidities in them that we are perfectly capable to fight with you.
After all the time that Rajneeshis have invested in setting up this incredible social experiment here in Oregon, it must be disappointing to you to have met with the level of rejection and persecution.
No.
Not?
No. In fact, it was perfectly expected. Any new idea has to be ready to accept the challenge of hostility, rejection, persecution. I would have been disappointed if they had ignored me. They could not ignore me. And strange, it is a small commune, living in a desert, trying to make the desert green, an oasis. And they are terrified. These people who are living, loving, dancing, singing, what harm these people are going to do to them? In 4 years' time, we have not committed a single crime. In the commune, not a single rape has happened. There is no prostitute in the commune. There is no murderer in the commune. There is no thief in the commune. The police in the commune is just sitting, doing nothing. Because there is nothing. We have the city magistrate, but in the court, in 4 years, nobody has been brought as a criminal. Against such peaceful, loving people, the whole Oregon is afraid. They must be just retarded people.
It also sounds, though, like you're enjoying some of the commotion you're causing around the state.
I won't. Because that gives us a strength. Every challenge brings us a strength. And we will go on creating more and more challenge. We will not let them sleep peacefully. We sleep peacefully, we have no trouble.
I don't suppose there's anything specific on the agenda you want to discuss now.
No, nothing on agenda.
Fair enough. Well, has the furor throughout Oregon and the U.S. contributed at all to cynicism? I mean, you seem to have some very sharp-edged humor. And I'm just wondering if that helped develop some of it.
U.S. has nothing to give to me. In fact, in that way, I am disappointed. I was thinking that America must be more intelligent than any other country, less prejudiced than any other country, really democratic. But being here for 4 years, what I have found is that democracy is just in the name. Behind the democracy, everything undemocratic is going on. Our own experience is a proof of it. I have not found that America is really a country where individuals are respected, freedom of speech is respected. It is only talked about. And I don't see any sense of humor. Not at all. They have been taking us so seriously and we are taking them so non-seriously, but they cannot understand. We are all the time joking, but they cannot understand simple jokes. They are having secret meetings, the governor, the attorney general, and they did not allow, they were discussing about us, and they did not allow any one of our representative there. If you are discussing about us, at least this is simple courtesy, that at least one person from our side should be there, and you should listen to what we have to say. They did not allow any generalist either. The governor said, after our secret meeting, I will talk to you and inform you. And whatever he informed us was simply lies and nothing else, because we have found the confidential file which says just the opposite. What he had said to the people, to the journalists, to the media, he was saying that everything is under control and we are pacifying people and there is no problem to be worried. The heat is cooling down. And in the secret report that they prepared inside, they are alerting the army to remain ready any moment. If they are ordered, they have to reach in 3 hours Rajneeshpuram. Now what kind of people are these? And what is the need of bringing army here? We are not a nation that you have to attack us. And you are lying to the media that things are getting settled and there is no problem. If there is no problem, then why army is giving the alerts? And why you have given them time that within 3 hours you have to reach Rajneeshpuram? So these people, I don't think, have any sense of humor. They are just dodos.
Who has treated you fairly since you've come to
change.
Good. Thank you. Who do you feel has treated you fairly since you've come to this country? I mean, I can't believe that everyone here has been against you.
Not everyone. Most of the journalists have been very fair, very loving. And those are the only people I have come in contact from the outside world. And they have been intelligent and they could understand what I am saying, and they could understand the sense of humor. All the journalists who have come here, except 1 or 2, have enjoyed the place, loved the place, wanted to come again and again.
I guess that's one reason I started to ask, did you plan to maybe go out and speak to people? So many Rajneeshis here have said, oh, if only you could meet Bhagwan, you'd find out what a wonderful man he was, which to me would logically indicate that, perhaps if you went out and met Oregon and talked to the people and they found out you weren't this horrible monster in the middle of a bunch of red-robed followers, that it would be easier that way.
No, it will not be, because I have been for 30 years in India, moving around the country. It is not so. Shoes have been thrown at me, stones have been thrown at me. I am speaking and in the crowd a band is playing so nobody can hear me what I am speaking. Poison has been given me twice to kill. And the last thing before I left was an attempt on my life before 10,000 sannyasis, and because the police got some information beforehand that somebody is going to attack me, 20 police officers were present, and a man threw a knife at me. 10,000 eyewitnesses, 20 government officers, eyewitnesses, and still the man is freed by the court because the political pressure, the religious pressure is too much. And the magistrate accepted it in privacy that nothing can be done about it. The man was freed. So I know and I have had enough of it. So I want to be here. If anybody is thirsty, he can come. If he wants to think me a monster, so far so good. That will give him good nightmares.
Well, let's say I'm the average person in Eugene or Portland. I haven't seen anything except that's on the news or in the paper. Does that mean that I have to drive to Rajneeshpuram to find out, or how would I get the message?
That's the only way. You have to come. And it is such an experiment that there is no other way. You have to come here and be here and meet people and see with your own eyes what is happening. And it is open. It is not like Soviet Russia, that you cannot enter here, that you cannot meet people, that you cannot remain for a few days our guest. And you can move freely. Nobody is preventing you. That's the only way. And we have our communes all over the world. So if Germans wants to know about us, in Germany we have 12 communes. If Holland wants to know us, we have our communes there. On the same pattern, the same way of life, the same approach towards life, we have in Australia, we have in India, we are opening in Japan, and soon we will be all over the world. Small oases, so whoever wants has to travel.
The past few months, there's been the talk of the effort going on in Australia, the rumors that perhaps you might be moving to Australia, and yet I see Rajneeshis bidding on heavy equipment at auctions in Eugene. I see a lot of expansion going on here. What is the real story?
I was just joking. Because Australia seems to be so much afraid of me. Only Sheila has been there, my secretary, and she has created so much turmoil there that they are getting very much afraid that I may be coming. So I told the journalist that yes, I am coming. Tell them, get ready. But I am not going anywhere. I am going to be here and fight the American idiots who are destroying democracy and all human values for which America stands. It is a very strange situation. I am fighting for the American Constitution, American values against the Americans. But this will expose America to the whole world. That is their fear. And I'm not going anywhere.
I'm sure Oregonians will be delighted to hear that. Question on the joking. You've rattled so many people's cages by saying, oh, well, maybe I'll go to Australia, or, oh, yes, I want to take over the world.
Yeah.
Do you and Sheila sit down and say, okay, let's frighten Australia this week? Or is it
Yes, it is spontaneous. There is no need, because we are absolutely non-serious about it. In joke, everything is allowed. There is no problem.
The Constitution offers freedom of religion. It seems that what you're preaching is freedom from religion.
Certainly.
So how do you counsel people to pursue that? Is freedom from religion possible?
It is possible, and it should be made possible. Because religion has dominated people, exploited people, kept poverty in the world. Religion has committed so many crimes that it is time we should be finished with it. Jesus says, blessed are the poor. The same is the tone of Buddha. The same is the preachings of Mahavira. They all are consoling the poor people that you will inherit the kingdom of God. Marx only on one point was right in his all writings, that the religion has been the opium for the people. And I agree with him only on that point. It has been the opium. They have drugged people to remain poor. Even in a country like America, which has all riches, the richest country, there are 30 million people suffering from poverty. 30 million people are suffering from poverty, and Ronald Reagan goes on piling up on nuclear weapons. And there is no point in having more nuclear weapons, because Soviet Russia and America both combined have enough nuclear weapons to destroy humanity 700 times. So what is the point now? Nuclear weapons have made war absolutely obsolete. It is meaningless. The whole meaning of war is to win. Now there will be no winner and nobody defeated. The whole life will be finished. So now war is against life and in favor of death. It is not a question of American democracy or Russian communism. It is a question of whether life has to exist on the earth or not. 30 million people in your own country are starving on the streets, and you are preparing for war. And you are already equipped too much. But the politicians are not interested. In fact, they want poor people. Every politician wants poor people because they can always be purchased. The religious people want poor people because they can be easily converted. That's what Christianity is doing all over the world. Islam used to do it. In one hand the sword, in another hand the Quran. You can choose. Either Quran or the sword will behead you. Christianity has changed techniques. In the one hand the Bible, in the other hand bread and butter. A little bit nice, but the inner game is the same. In India, I tried to find whether any rich person has ever been converted to Christianity. I could not find a single case. Those who are converted to Christianity are orphans, beggars, poor people, starving people. Now, naturally, the Catholic Pope and his bishops and the whole army of their priests would like that abortion should not be legal, because if it becomes legal, Catholics will be less in number. Where they are going to find orphans? Birth control should not be allowed. It is against God. Population should be allowed to grow, so people are more and more poor, and that is more customers for Christians.
Excuse me just 1 minute. Well, you can go ahead and get some guidance from this. One thing I did want to pursue, I agree with some of your analyses of the major religions in the world, but it also seems to me that one reason so many people become religious is they want to be told what to do with their lives. They need a church to make decisions for them. And if that is true and people rely on churches, how could these religions ever be abolished when it is those people who are supporting them?
In fact, this is a very vicious circle. Religions teach every child as the child is born, immediately religions catch hold of it, either Hindu or Mohammedan or Christian, and they start making him feel that he is not capable of deciding himself, that he has to depend on those who know, that he has to listen to the parents, that he has to listen to the teachers, that he has to listen to the priest. They make children slowly dependent, and those children lose their sense of strength, their being, and then naturally they want on everything to be advised and commanded, to be ordered. They can function only if they are ordered. If they are not ordered, they are in a confusion. They are always in search of a father figure. It is not strange that they call the Christian priest father. It is not strange that God is called the Father. There is simple psychology behind it. They need a father figure. But I am saying it is a vicious circle. Religions create it, and then they say people need guidance. Nobody needs guidance. I have people here. 5,000 people are here. 1 million sannyasins are around the earth. None of them needs any guidance. None of them is dependent on anybody else. If 1 million people can depend on themselves and take the whole responsibility for themselves, because I am not their father, I am not even their uncle, and I am not their leader, because I cannot humiliate a person by forcing him to follow me. I am just a friend, not more than that. I can talk to these people. It is up to them to decide for or against. I am not asking them believe in me. And all the religions have done that. That's why they are called faith. And I am against faith. My whole approach is, unless you know it, never believe anything. And the beauty is, when you know, there is no need to believe. You know it. Believe is always for the ignorant. Faith is always for those who are not courageous enough to inquire. I teach doubt. I teach skepticism. I teach inquiry. And a person has to remain in the state of not knowing till he comes to know. Belief covers his ignorance. You do not know about God. You do not know about what happens after death. Naturally, you start believing in somebody who pretends to know. Neither your popes know about it, nor Jesus Christ knew about it. Even on the cross, he shouted towards the sky, God, have you forsaken me? He was a believer, just illiterate, uneducated. And the people who were following him were also of the same grade, third rate. Those third rate people became apostles of Christianity. Carpenters, woodcutters, fishermen, not a single rabbi. And the whole Judea was full of learned rabbis. Not a single rabbi was a follower of Jesus Christ. What does it show? It simply shows that Jesus' appeal is only for the very ignorant. And those ignorant want to cover their ignorance. They are ready to believe. You will find a totally different kind of people around me. You will not find ignorant people. You will not find illiterate people. You will find people who are almost all graduates from universities, have master's degrees, have PhDs, have DLiTs. Most of them are highly qualified professionals, psychologists, professors, doctors. You cannot enforce these people to believe. They have come to me because everywhere they were being indoctrinated, and their intelligence was in rebellion. Here they have found a place where no indoctrination is happening. I don't have any doctrine to teach. I don't have any program to give. I only deprogram people and leave them to themselves. Now find your way. Be courageous and go into the unknown.
Here in Rajneeshpuram, so many of these people who've come to be near you have worship, I believe is what they call it. And they've made the desert flower. It is impressive how this place looks. A lot of people have drawn some parallels with that and the Mormons settling in Utah, the Jews when they first went to Israel. And there's the theory that the only thing that really separates organized religions from cults, or what you choose to call them, is just time and money and effort. Do you see similarities between the
Nothing.
Rajneeshpuram?
How many Rolls Royces Mormons have? In a 5,000 member community, we have 90 Rolls Royces, hundreds of other cars, 100 buses, 5 planes, the whole city centrally air conditioned. What those people can?
Well, you had Rolls Royces, they had wives.
They cannot have many more wives than we can have.
Not now.
We can defeat anybody.